What's going on, guys? It's me, SemiMong. Today we are back on Crowfall, and I just wanted to showcase the new harvesting system in Crowfall's latest update. So if I bang on this tree, you can now see numbers come up. There was something that we didn't see before. It was just a little red bar. But you can also see in the bottom right, I've got what like the duelist had. I've got a pip system, and I've also now got a harvesting skill, and that's what I wanted to go through. Look at that, I ran out of stamina right at the end. Let me just pick these couple of things up. So if I open up my skill tree, you can see we've got this skill here called the harvesting skill. Now this goes alongside the 5 pips that you can see down here in the bottom right. Let me just get rid of my inventory. Whenever I get rid of my inventory, it covers it up. You can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little circles to showcase that I've got 5 individual pips. And depending on how many pips I've got, depends on what skill I get. Obviously, if I have 5 pips, I get a better skill rather than having just 1. But let's have a gander. Now, something to note is that you do not start with a axe anymore, okay? So let me just take that off. Can I pop that there? There we go. Now, if I harvest this tree, you can see I'm not getting any pips whatsoever, and it's actually doing a ton less damage than with the axe. Now, if I whip up the axe, let's plop that back in. You can see I now get the pips every single hit. So 1 hit is 1 pip. And it's also doing a ton more damage. The only thing I'm a bit confused on is that the weak point system. So I was expecting it to be like Fortnite, where it would show you where the weak point is. But it's not currently showing you where the weak point is. So let's have a gander. Look, I can hit this. I'm hitting it for 85. 85. 85. I'm trying to find a weak spot on the tree. Like 85. You can see there's nothing. There's no visual. Ah, there we go. There is a visual thing. So it is currently not every single hit. Okay. So you have to look out for these weak spots when harvesting, and it will give you a ton more damage. I believe that was 127. Let's just try this again, and then we will go ahead and try out the skills. Yeah, look. If they pop up and then you hit them with your... it disappears. I didn't have enough stamina. I ran out of stamina. See, this is what I'm on about. You run out of full stamina, and this is only a rank 1 tree. Definitely be taking a look into those skill trees. Look at the harvesting tabs. Look at the I believe is it exploration that has some form of stamina skill? Yeah, I think it is. And that was 127. So sound. Now let's just try out the rest of these skills. So 5 pips was Furious Reaping, which gave me, what was it? I believe extra damage. Yeah, it gave me extra damage. Increased harvest base damage. So let's have a gander. Let's pop Furious Reaping. We know that a standard hit is 85. There's Furious Reaping. 123 now. Okay. Once again, it does only last for 2 hits, it seems. Let's do that again. You have to stop harvesting to be able to pop the ability skill. Okay. So you can see that I was harvesting there. I was also pressing 1 at the same time to try and reapply Furious Reaping. You have to actually physically stop harvesting. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's get 1 more pip and we will count down. So there's the 4th pip. Now this will increase the effectiveness of the other 3 abilities. So it will give me more stamina. It will increase spot weakness by 5%. Or it will increase my energetic harvest by 5%. Let's go ahead and let's use that and then try and get energetic harvest, okay? Or, no, let's use it now because we don't know what energetic harvest is like. So let's use that now, heightened harvest, and then we'll try out the others and see what they're like first. And then see how heightened harvest actually affects them. Oh, I need to make myself a new runestone axe quickly. I will be back in a second. Assemble! Autobots, assemble! And you can change the name. You've got to name your axe Autobots. Like, you've just got to. Take. There we go. So when the axe runs out, we've now got energetic harvest. So we know that the base damage is 85. Will this affect damage or will it affect speed? Does it say here? Increases grave. It just says increases. I don't know what it means by increases, but let's have a look. 90. Okay, so it goes from 85 to 90, so it increases its damage pretty much. 10% would be 8.5. 5% of 85. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not quick maths, you know. Like So that increases its damage. So let's get up to, we've got to now waste. That's annoying how you've got to pretty much waste the Furious Reaping. So let's get up to 4 harvest pips, increase it, and then see how much it goes up. So it was at 90. Let's pop it, bam, let's get a pip, pop it, bam, it was at 90, now it's at 95. And you technically only get it for 3 seconds because you have to stop harvesting to actually use both of the abilities. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now, what were the other two? I believe the other two were increase the harvesting speed. Gain perspective harvest, which increases spot weakness by 5%. Okay, alright, let's waste Furious Reaping again. I'm sorry, Furious Reaping, but I do not need you at the moment. You are a good skill for the higher ranked resources, but I don't need you. Right, now this should increase spot weakness. Now, we're hoping to get a spot weakness here. Let's go. Can we get a spot weakness within 5 seconds? Ah! I got mugged. My axe broke during it. How annoying. Let's equip another one. There we go. Right. I've mugged myself. I've mugged myself. Oh, and there was the spot that we needed. Let me just cut down this tree and we'll start again. Right. Right, let's get rid of the Furious Reaping. We don't need the 5 pip Furious Reaping at the moment. Let's get 2 pips. There we go. And now this should increase spot weakness. So from 123 or 127, what do you think it's going to go up to? Let's have a gander. Oh! 127? Or does it just increase the amount they pop up, do you think? Oh, I think it increases the amount that they'll pop up. So on higher, once again, higher resource or higher ranked resources, the ones that will take you a longer time to harvest, this will be fantastic because you can get a lot more of effective use out of it. You can see I only got one of the like little weak spot things there. Now let me go over to stamina. Is there any way to see how much stamina we actually have? No, there isn't. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to waste my stamina here. Let me just pop that. 184 it does with Furious. Right, now let's do that. So you can see my stamina went up a little bit there. Watch the stamina bar up in the top left. It's an okay amount. It's nothing too major. Out of all of them, guys, to be honest with you, for simple resource harvesting like the knotwood and whatnot, I would go for the first one, the harvest pit, just because it lasts for 8 seconds. You can do it after your first hit and it would last the same amount of harvest time as the standard tree would. The increased spot weakness I would use for the higher tier resources, the higher ranked ones. The stamina restore I wouldn't use unless I'm under dire need or I'm like completely like one hit away from finishing off the resource that I'm harvesting. And then the other two, once again, I would only use for higher tier resources. So you could combine the gain perspective harvest with the gain heightened harvest. So you could get heightened harvest and then get perspective harvest, which would give you a ton of weak spots on these higher tier resources that, trust me, take a long time to harvest. Guys, that's a look at the new harvesting system. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. Sound. Guys, that's a look at the new harvesting system within Crowfall. Let me know what you think. Are you enjoying this skill-based harvesting? Just harvesting-based skills, sorry. Skill-based harvesting. Are you liking the effects that it gives you? If so, what ones are you going to use? Have the conversation in the comment section down below. I will get involved. Thank you for all of the support, and I shall see you in the next video.